Hello everyone, my name is Lori.
I'm Renee.
And this is another episode of Soap
Discussions.
And we're going to be doing some updates on the Bold and the Beautiful, telling you what's been going on, and plus give you some spoilers. Now, I've been having problems with the Forresters supposed to be so on it about the hate of what Sally did. Now, why? I mean, Sally Sr. did the same thing over and over again. So what makes what Sally Jr. did way over what Sally Sr. did that requires her to be put in jail?
Well, who was really, I get what you're saying, but who was really in charge back then? It was more Eric, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Eric.
Eric
So Eric tends to have a little more of a passive personality, whereas now he's taking a back seat and the children are stepping up. So they may be taking a different approach, whereas Eric didn't.
But you forget Stephanie was the lion over Eric.
Right.
You know, but she would be the one to be outspoken though. Kind of like what Steffi is doing right now. So if things was going wrong with Sally Sr. doing so much stuff, you know, Stephanie would be the one who keeps her in check, sort of. But it would never work because Sally Sr. would do her own tip anyway and would always get away with it. So what makes Sally Jr., what she's doing, be so vile? I mean, if Sally Sr. didn't go to jail, how come Sally Jr. need to go?
Well, also, too, you got different writers. I mean, looking at it from a behind-the-scenes approach, not that I'm behind the scenes to know everything, but that could be where, you know, like you said, where things were a little bit more tempered in the beginning. Now they're taking a whole other different avenue with it. So.
Well, I just don't understand why they have to go to this level. And then what about Thomas? Well, Thomas keeps saying, if you asked me, Sally, I would help you. Well, why did Sally had to ask him? Why? He's seen where she was hurting. He's seen that she needed help. Why couldn't he, as a gentleman, come to her and say, look, Sally, I see you having some moments. I know that review really hurt you. Let me help you out. You know, throw a little design here, design there. It wouldn't have been a hard thing for him to do. Why she had to grovel and beg to him like he's all that? I'm just saying.
Well, maybe he needs to be led by the news.
No.
Obviously.
No.
I mean, he didn't jump up and step up to the plate and say, hey, come on, let me take you under my wing, let me help you out.
Yeah.
So.
And what about Zende? Poor thing. He's trying so hard to get his foot in the door as a designer. And here's
He's knocking him down.
I'm saying Steffi and Thomas didn't give him enough on it, you know, and it hurt his feelings. Now, I can see that there's going to be a lineup soon where it's going to be Thomas joining in along with Zende to the Spectre crowd. You can see it already dividing already.
Yeah.
You know, and then I believe, I don't know about y'all fans, you can let me know if you feel yes or no, but I think that with Zende and Thomas, it's going to lead Rick and Maya and Nicole to go over the Spectre side. And then that just leaves Ridge and Steffi and Eric and Brooke to the Forrester side.
So there's going to be some division there, definitely.
Yes.
And then professional's going to seep into personal, too. 'Cause, you know, family ties hopefully won't be broken.
Because, I mean, and I must say, I really found it just, yeah, I had some tears looking at how Thomas and Sally was relating to each other. I mean, it just, they are on.
Hit you up around the little ticker?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
But they just look in love. And I,
Hopeless romantic on deck.
yes. And I think that they're on to something. And I hope they don't mess it up like they did Eric and Quinn.
Well, you never know. They might salvage that with Eric and Quinn. This might just be a big bump in the road, and then they get over it and then move on.
No, I hope so, because I'm serious. They need to have one couple, older couple, please,
That would be nice.
that is solid and not acting like a little kid,
Oh, well.
bouncing back and forth between partners, which is really sickening.
Well, Rich keeps involving himself, inserting himself one way or another. So
I
need to
know.
get him right.
I'm serious. Now, what about some spoilers?
Well, I heard that Bill Spencer is going to be found out on what he did to Sally and having that gentleman write a bad review.
Yay! Now, what I read though, Liam is going to find out. He's going to be the one to find out because Wyatt was a little evasive within what Liam was asking, wanting to know what was the whole deal of what's going on with their father and why he's so into wanting this Spectra building. And so when he finds out, he's going to tell Steffi to try to get her to understand that it wasn't all Sally. You know, but in return, Steffi's going to tell Thomas. So it's going to be a telling time.
Okay.
And you know, Bill being macho and everything, he's going to be livid because he thought he was going to get the building. He had it all in the bag. But I'm wondering what that calls Brooke when she finds out. Just say, oh, wow, you did all this and you caused this whole scenario. I'm going back to Ridge. She'll dump that sword ring right on off. Pling. And then go right back to Ridge, whole rock on her hands.
Well, you never know.
Well, what I don't understand, they're just writing her flip-flop like a fish.
You know, maybe she's in that stage now where she's had so much, not trying to support them in any way, but she's been on the show for so long.
Yeah.
She'd have had a lot of storylines. My goodness, she'd have had enough kids, marriages. I mean, really, what else can she do? I mean, I'm sure she could, but I mean, after a while, it's like maybe they're scrapping and scrounging for story for her.
But the flip-flopping has got to go.
Well,
for
yeah,
her.
that's true.
She needs stability.
Yeah, well, that'd be nice.
I mean, you know, I understand that after a while, you try to find something to write, but not this. I'm just saying,
Then what?
have her as a solid character that knows what she wants. Have Ridge stop being a lover man, Steve, and just them two finally get together.
That's a pretty tall order for
Yes, indeed, and stay together, but have another conflict. It could be their children. It could be the business. It could be maybe what they're wearing for the day.
Well,
I mean, just something different.
wingtips and lapels. And
There
all
you
that.
go. There you go. I
Okay.
mean, and so I'm just saying, it just needs to stop. Now, I read also about Katie.
Ah.
You
Is
know.
she finally going to get a man or find her child or love that house she just bought or what? What's her
I
deal?
know she'll love that house because she's having too much fun driving Quinn up the wall. Now, my thing is, now that she inserted herself into the Forrester thing, you know, business, I mean, what else does she have to do? If she's up there eyeballing, oogling poor Quinn 24/7, where the woman feels self-conscious about just blinking her eye now. I think they need to write her to do something more better than this.
Well, what do you all think? You know, drop a comment, hit that like button, let us know, and keep on checking us out.
All
Thanks
right.
for tuning in. We also have a Patreon account coming soon, podcast, as well as Twitter, and keep checking us out on YouTube. Thanks.